grateful to be here.
Have you or a loved one ever stayed in a hospital for a long time? Those hospital stays can be emotionally exhausting for caregivers. As Carolina Impact's Jeff Rivenbark explains, Hospitality House of Charlotte makes it a bit easier for family members coping with life and death situations. This is our second Community Give Back finalist.
When there's no relief inside.
Singing gives Bridget Parsons' dolls hope. And that's something she's desperately needed since her sister's Andrea's car crash.
My sister was pinned underneath an 18-wheeler for about 25 minutes.
Andrea suffered severe brain trauma.
We're kind of thinking that we were looking at the worst.
Bridget and her father have stayed by Andrea's side.
It took her 7 days to respond to the voice commands, and there may be times when she hears us and, maybe times when she doesn't.
Despite long hours at Carolina's Medical Center, Bridget says one place allowed her to rest, regroup, and recharge.
Just to kind of have a place to come and kind of unwind from everything that's going on. I didn't know that this place was here.
She's referring to Hospitality House of Charlotte. From the street, it looks like a bed and breakfast. But step inside, and you'll find it's much more.
I had to do CPR.
Marie Ramsewer remembers when her brother Jimmy was airlifted to Carolina's Medical Center after crashing his motorcycle.
They took him up to the ICU. He stayed on that for probably 3 weeks. When they tried to turn it off, he couldn't breathe on his own.
Marie didn't know if he'd survive.
Kannapolis is not that far, but when you have someone in ICU, a mile is too far.
Someone told her about Hospitality House and she decided to check it out.
This is not a house. This is a home. And it is a place that you come to after you've been sitting in the waiting rooms or with your family member and the doctors tell you that they may not make it.
Here you'll find living rooms, a dining hall, and even a place to do laundry. But the one thing that stands out in Marie's mind is up here on the second floor. She remembers sitting in the small room praying for her brother, who eventually went home. 3 years later, Marie found herself here again after a skateboarding accident left her son-in-law with a severe brain injury.
It's hard to put into words how much this place has meant to me, having had 2 accidents in 3 years and being able to stay here. The staff is so compassionate and they go beyond to help you.
Since 1985, Hospitality House of Charlotte has helped 57,000 people from 49 states and 37 countries.
On any night, serving families who are dealing with cancer treatments, cancer diagnosis, an organ transplant, bone marrow transplant, or even a life-saving traumatic event that may have happened and they may be here trying to receive treatment in one of our local hospitals.
Open 365 days a year with 22 guest rooms, last year the nonprofit served about 4,500 people. Guests pay $40 a night.
We've had families say, I've got to decide about life support today. I can't think about it clearly while I'm at the hospital. I need to get away. And this feels like home to folks sometimes.
This goes.
Next to the dining hall, Matthew Costner from Mississippi watches his children play. Matthew's in town because his dad needed a life-saving surgery to treat his pancreatic cancer.
It's been a great thing to be able to bring all of my family here in an environment that, I feel like they can be safe at and that they can really utilize as a home away from home while I get to be with my parents.
Matthew is thankful his dad is just a short walk away as he continues to improve daily.
We are compiling a book of memories.
Back on the second floor, Bridget shows her dad comments friends and family have posted on Andrea's Facebook page.
We are believing that she's going to make a full recovery, but it's just going to take time. It could be another year, it could be 6 months, but however long it is, we're gonna get through it together.
And to pass the time, she sings.
God said he.
Bridget says she's grateful for every sign of improvement, as well as every gesture of kindness.
If anybody doesn't know about Hospitality House, I hope by this they will understand the need and the appreciation that families that come through that door have for this place, because it truly is a godsend.
A sentiment shared by others who agree this house has helped them during their time of greatest need.
God said he would make things all right.
For Carolina Impact, I'm Jeff Rivenbark reporting.
Thanks, Jeff. To learn more about Hospitality House of Charlotte, check out our website, pbscharlotte.org, and look for the story on the Carolina Impact page. Well, starting next week, you'll be able